Hey everybody, it's Danielle Damianov with Wind Down Wednesday, and I am here today with Michelle Fuller. Thank you so much for being here. She is One Bold MF. That's her website, oneboldmf.com. And she is really, well, she's a mortgage underwriter, but really in the coaching space and helping people transform their lives. So Michelle, why don't you tell us a little bit about I guess what you do and maybe how you got into this space and where you're going with everything.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. I am a full-time mortgage underwriter. I am also a transformation coach, and that is truly the calling I feel like that I'm here for. I am also a speaker, and I'm working on writing my first book. I actually found the coaching space through my own journey, and that was about 5 years ago. I was at the tail end of a really toxic relationship. I was in my early 40s, and my dad had just moved from Texas to Florida. It was really devastating for me. Outwardly, it wouldn't appear that any of those things would create the kind of drama that I created around it, but what I did beautifully up until that point was push down every single thing that ever happened to me. In my early 40s, I was a single mom. I had already been divorced twice, and I had a really strong history of dating and marrying people that were toxic, that were belligerent, I just seemed to always attract the wrong men. So in this desperate state, because I had never forgiven, I had never faced my past, and because I was never taking responsibility for how I showed up in life, all of those memories started piling on. It wasn't just that breakup, and it wasn't just my dad leaving. It was all the memories of all the failures that I had had in life. And in desperation, I reached out and hired my first coach, and he was pivotal for me. He really opened the window to my mind and helped me see that everything that I had been creating started with the relationship that I had with my mom.
Oh, wow.
And that's really where my journey began.
So that was about 5 years ago when you met with your first coach. Okay. And honestly, coaching, I think whether it's coaching or therapy or whatever, and a lot of times coaching and therapy, it's the same, it's just really doing work on yourself and becoming a better person. And then now you're seeing that you've done so much work that you can really help other people and go out there and change the world.
Yeah.
So,
well, and for me, truly, I'm a female, and I just realized in those moments with him, the things that he helped me turn my head to, and just really embrace the fact that, I didn't know better. I didn't know what I was thinking. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't understand mindset truly at that time. And I saw just profound changes in my life. I sold my house less than 6 months later. I moved to Austin, Texas. I love Austin. I did it without knowing a soul here.
wow.
And shortly after that, I met my fiance, who I've been engaged to and with for the past 3 years. It's the first peaceful, beautiful relationship I've ever had, and I'll be 47 next month.
Wow.
I mean, it's just incredible what you can do when you start facing the things that you avoid. And that's really what my entire platform is built on. I call it embracing the burn, right? We're afraid of the burn because it hurts, or we think it's going to be painful. It's all those things that we avoid. Everyone knows what they avoid. We all do. And for each of us, it's really different. Right. It could be your health. It could be your weight. It could be a relationship. It could be a toxic friendship. It could be a conversation. It's just those things that we need to run to and figure out how to work on them so we can have our best life on the other side, because that's where it is. Right. That's what's standing in your way. It's all these things that you keep on turning your back to because you don't want to deal with it when your best life is over here. I just so believe in it.
I love that. So like the moment that somebody is ready to run away or not embrace the burn, and first of all, I have to just say, I love embrace the burn because whenever I see your Facebook post, it's something that sticks with you.
Yeah,
And even when I was working out, this was a couple weeks ago, and I was running and I wanted to stop. And I was like, embrace the burn,
yeah,
right? Keep
yeah,
on going,
yeah.
go head first towards it. Because like you said, your best life is on the other side.
It
So
is.
figuring out how to deal with, that.
Mhm.
So what are some of, well, first of all, when you were kind of at that bottom, let's just say, how
Yeah.
did you find a coach? Like, how did you find that person? Was it a referral? Was it online?
I followed a ton of people on Instagram and Facebook. For a long time, I had been really curious about changing, and it never became necessary. You know, I was really unhappy, but not unhappy enough to change
Mhm.
until that defining moment. I had been following people for a long time, and when I had those two events happen so close to each other, I reached out to the coach that I resonated with the most, who had a very similar story to my own in a different way, but I really respected the way that he handled it, and I resonated with him online. I got to know him online. I got to see his posts, and I knew that we would be a good fit, and we were.
I think that's something also that's really important is like once you know that you're looking for something, right? That you, whether it's a coach or anything, really going out and doing your research because
Yeah.
having the right coach is
Mhm.
very important and the right coach for you, right?
Right.
Or whoever needs coaching because the right coach for you might not be the right coach for somebody else.
Exactly.
So really taking your time. And it sounds like this particular person had a huge pivotal, which you also had to have that burning desire too, to say, this is the time, like
Yeah.
I need to make that change now.
Mhm.
But being able to find that person that can help you make those changes, your life is completely different now
Oh my gosh, night and day, night and day.
than it was 5 years ago. So anybody that's out there, kind of like struggling with anything, like you just said, it could be weight, it could be relationships, it could be finances, it could be health, whatever. What are some things that you would suggest to them?
Um, the way that I coach my clients currently, I always have them identify where they are. So what's going on right now in your life? And I have them go through the different segments of life, health, fitness, relationships. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I just have them identify how they feel about where they are. And then I have them identify how they want their life to look. So it's really starting where you are, which is really important. And then it's figuring out where you want to be. And really, coaches, we don't do anything spectacular. I don't want to sound like, we are these all inspiring people that can help you get to where you want. Of course we can. We have methodologies and we have different principles, and we're all very different. Just like you said, the way that we approach things is very personal. It's like a relationship. You need to have a solid connection with your coach.
Right.
However, we are the ones that are just going to guide you and hold you accountable. That's really what coaches do. We are just guiding you to where you want to be, and we're holding your ass accountable.
I love
We
it.
are. And I think that's the big difference between us and therapists. Therapy is so needed in so many different areas. Real trauma that needs therapy. Our approach is very different. We are more of the kick in the butt type people that you need.
Right.
And we're going to call you on your bullshit. That's what we do. And you need someone that's going to do that because you want to be the best version of yourself. And we're not going to allow you to make the excuses that have worked with so many other people in the past.
Right. Well, accountability, and you're making a great point right now too, because there's a lot of coaches out there though that are not on top of people like they should be, because you're looking for a transformational change and they're looking for a transformational change, and the only way to do that is to do the hard things, or like you say,
Right.
embrace the burn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's totally possible a lot of people don't know the how, and that's how they get stuck, right? They don't know how to make this happen. They don't know how to address these things. They don't know how to face it. They don't know what's holding them back. And that's when a coach can be really pivotal for them to help them identify all of those things and then to hold them accountable and give them solid practices and principles and habits and action steps that they can take to move to that person they say they want to be.
Exactly. Well, and a lot of times people don't know exactly where they want to be. They just know they don't want to be where they're at right now. Right. So I think having that exercise that you have in really helping them determine, okay, where are you today? Because sometimes that's a hard part too, to look at yourself and say, where am I, today? And then where do you want to go, and really help them achieve that and help them get there. So tell me a little bit about your coaching program. Are you doing group coaching? Is it a one-on-one? What are the different things that you offer so that if anybody does, wants to reach out to you, they know where to find you?
I do offer group coaching. I have a group coaching program in process right now. It's the only one that I have, and it's already started. But I do one-on-one coaching, and it's custom. It would be a more tailored approach to what somebody wants. The group coaching isn't as tailored because it's really built inside a program and it has different things. It's the same for everyone. One-on-one coaching is going to give you that customized approach, and it's going to give you more access to me, whereas the group coaching does not. And those are really the two things that I offer right now. I'm working on expanding the different things that I'll be offering, including online courses and things like that. But for now, those are the only two that I have.
Okay. And in terms of the group coaching, who would that be a good fit for?
So the group coaching program that I have going right now, it's really systematic, and it's only 12 weeks, but what it's based on is the same principles I was talking about before. You'll have a one-on-one call with me at the beginning, and that's going to be an hour long. And then you'll have a group coaching call, which is going to be more limited in time and space. And that's only going to be once a week, but you'll have different things that you need to be working on throughout that time. And it's really identifying where you are and where you want to be, and then taking one goal, just one, and working on building habits to reach that one goal. Because our whole life is built in moments. Our days are built in moments. And what I'm trying to do is take someone and help them build the habits that they can create success in the future from.
Exactly. And I think success is in your daily habits, right? It's in your accountability, and success is really in the daily habits.
It is.
So yeah, I love that. So where can people find you? Where online? What's your website? So if anybody wants coaching, whether it's group or one-on-one, Michelle's awesome. I would definitely reach out. Do you do like a free consultation, or how does that work if somebody's kind of interested?
Yeah, of course. So my website is oneboldmf.com. Obviously I have great initials. I'm not even sorry for it. You can schedule a 30-minute consultation with me, and I do not take any clients unless I speak with them and it's a good fit for both of us, just to be completely transparent, because coaching is a relationship, and you should love me as much as I love you. We should want to work together, and you should want to pay me, and I should want to work with you. And if you do not want to work with me, that's perfectly fine. But as you go into the coaching area, make sure that you are with someone that you truly, truly want to learn from. And you can schedule that on my website. You can also contact me on Facebook, Michelle Fuller. It's OneBoldMF if you're looking it up. And I'm also on Instagram at OneBold_MF.
Okay. OneBoldMF, and everybody embrace the burn. Get that in your mind, embrace the burn. I love that. I love that hashtag. So thank you so much for being on here. I think what you're doing is awesome. I'm a huge believer in coaching. I have, been in coaching for many, many years. So absolutely love it. And if anybody's looking to transform their life, or, needs some assistance with life coaching, Michelle is the girl for you. All of her contact info will be in this video. So once again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody.